Hello everyone. Welcome to Karnataka LMS, Namma Shakti, Namma Bhavishya, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. This video consists of organizational behavior for the management students. I'm Ranjita BR. Welcome you all for today's session. In this session, I'm going to present a topic on motivation. It consists of meaning, definition, nature, and types of motivation. Let me introduce the motivation. Motivation is derived from the word motive. A motive is an inner state that energizes, activates, or moves and directs or channels behavior towards goals. So, a motive anta heladre, it is an inner state. That inner state energizes you, activates you, and moves and directs you and channelize your behavior towards the achievement of goals. So motivation represents an unsatisfied need, which creates a state of tension or disequilibrium, causing the individuals to move in a goal-directed pattern towards restoring a state of equilibrium by satisfying the need. Every management tries to coordinate various factors of production in such a way that their contribution is maximum in achieving organizational goals. The performance of non-human factors like machines will depend upon the level of technology and the competency of those who are working on them. To improve the overall performance in a business, it becomes essential to increase the efficiency of human beings. The performance of personnel depends upon two factors. Number one, ability to do a work. Second one, motivation. Both these factors, if we taken together, it will increase the efficiency of human beings. If a person does not have the capability or ability to do a work, then he cannot increase his efficiency. On the other hand, even if a person has got the ability, but is not perfectly motivated or properly motivated, then even his performance will become low. So motivation is an important factor which encourages a person to give their best performance and help in achieving their personal goals as well as their organizational goals. A strong positive motivation will enable the increased output of employee, but a negative motivation will reduce their performance. A key element in a personal management is motivation. So, what is the meaning of motivation? Motivation is an internal state or condition, sometimes described as a need, desire, or want, that serves to activate or energize behavior and give it direction. It is a drive that compels one to act because human behavior is directed towards some goal. Motivation is internal, intrinsic. It comes from within based on personal interest, desires, and need for fulfillment. However, extrinsic factors such as rewards, praise, and promotions also influence motivation. So, try to understand the meaning of motivation. It is an internal state or condition. It is an internal state of mind of a human being that serves to activate or energize behavior that will motivate, encourage, and it will energize our behavior and give it a direction. So it will push us, the motivation push us, the human being, to achievement of his goals or organizational goals. That is motivation. It is a drive. Yes, it is a drive to the human being to act, because it is always human behaviors is always acted upon or directed towards some of any goals. So motivation is within a internal state of mind, which based on, it's always, motivation is always based on a personal interest and desires and need to fulfillment. Is our interest, what we want to become, what we want to do, is our desires or interests. And external factors such as someone will reward us, praise us, recognize us, and when in the organization they will give a promotion. So it is consist of both internal and externals motivation. So this is the meaning of motivation. So let us move on to the definition of motivation. According to Stanley, motivation implies any emotion or desire. It is any emotion or desire which is so conditioned one's will that the individual is propelled into action. So it is a emotion or desire, and it's one's internal condition, mental condition, that the individual is pushed into action. He will act from the motivation, he will try to fulfill his objective, that is into action. According to Robert Dubin, the complex of forces starting and keeping a person at work in an organization. It is a force, complex of forces, keeping a person at work in an organization. According to this definition, motivation is a force which compels a person to join organization and keep on working therein. According to Carol Startle, motivation is a reported urge or intention to move in a given direction or to achieve a certain goal. It is an urge or intention. So he has to move in a given direction and achieve any goals. It may be personal or it may be organizational goal. That is motivation. Then let us look into the features of motivation. Number one, it is incentive. Yes, motivation is the incentive of employees. It is a personal and natural feeling of the mind of the employees. This feeling arises in the mind of an individual. In fact, an individual is inspired to make his efforts to satisfy needs of his life. It is a very incentive. So it is a feeling that make him to work, that will inspire him to achieve something, and it will inspire and motivate him to satisfy some of his needs of his life. That is motivation. Second one, it is an unending process. Yes, motivation is an unending process, endless process. Human needs are unlimited, and a person always feel a need to satisfy those needs. So human needs are unlimited. It will never going to stop. In his life, after the one needs will go on arising, and he tried to fulfill those needs. To satisfy those needs, the person must always be inspired with the incentives for work. Satisfaction of one need leads the feeling of another one, and this process never ends. He always inspired to work to satisfy his needs. It's an unending process. Then next one, motivation is a psychological concept. Yes, it is a psychological concept. It is an inner state of mind, his desires, needs, wants. So it is a psychological concept. It develops the mental and motivation power of an individual and motivate him to do more and better. Next one, motivation is a power to act. Yes, it inspires an individual to work. Unless there is a motivation, unless there is a desires, unless there is a need, no one will try to work. So motivation is a power to act to fulfill those needs. So feeling of a need creates a tension and a person wants to work to satisfy his needs. So unless there is a need, who will work? So if for the need, he has to act and he has to work. When the need is satisfied, the person feel motivated to work for the achievement of common goals. Then motivation increase and efficiency. Yes, motivation increase the efficiency of an individual because it gives a recognition, reward, external factors of motivation like rewards, promotion. So motivation will increase the efficiency of the individual, and once the efficiency, he got the efficiency, he will try to do the work in the best possible way to, and it will enhance his efficiency. So those are the features of motivation. Now let us move on to the types of motivation. Okay, first one, that is incentive motivation. Incentive motivation is when you are motivated to perform a task because of the potential reward. So people who are incentive motivated typically do not focus on the process of achieving a goal so long as they get the reward. So incentive motivation. So these are the people who are concentrate more on the incentives. Unless you are given them an incentive, they're not willing to work. So once the incentives are declared and are given, they will try to achieve. They will become motivated and they will try to achieve and get those incentives. So intense incentives make them motivated. So this is incentive motivation. Second one, achievement motivation. This motivation entails a performing task to achieve specific objectives. With achievement motivation, you're likely to care more about committing yourself to a vision and accomplishing an objective than attaining awards. In the achievement motivation, in this motivation, the people will not be bothered about the reward system and the incentives. They work on to achieve the specific objective. They want to be an achiever. They're more or less, they're more concentrated on a vision of accomplishing and a task. And they're very committed towards the achieving those things because they want to be recognized as a achievers. So that is called as achievement motivation. Next one, that is power motivation. When you spend hundreds of hours to build your own business or become an expert in your field, you are trying to gain control over your livelihood. If you strive to control your life and that of others, your motivation is likely power. You enjoy action that will make you a sole determinant of what happens to your money, food, health, relationship, and more. There's the power. Power. Some for some people, the power. What the power they have to control other people's life, and it becomes the motivation. A recognition or a reward system or incentives that won't motivate them. The motivation factor, it will be power to they try to control the life of others. So that becomes the power of motivation. And the fear. The fear or the negative consequences can drive to avoid unpleasant experiences, such as termination of employment. this fear will motivate you to become more or less motivated towards your organization. Some people fear of recognition, the fear of termination of employment, the fear of losing the job, the fear of uh, the fear of um, fear of losing the closed ones. That will always the fear that motivates the people. Next one, affiliation motivation. It is also known as social motivation. This motivation encourages social interaction among people. A person who is driven by an affiliation gets motivated by the spirit of cooperation and by others accepting their desirable attitude. This needs can motivate you to be an active member of social groups. Yes, affiliation, recognition in the society, also known as a social motivation. This motivation encourages some people because the spirit of cooperation and recognizing in the groups and the social groups, and acceptance towards them in the social groups makes them more motivated. Then competence motivation. Competence motivation pushes people to become highly proficient at what they do, allowing them to become a subject matter specialist in critical aspects of their jobs. It's a competence. In the job, they want to become highly proficient, and they're they want to become a specialist in what they do, a specialist in their job, acquiring a specialized knowledge, depth knowledge in whatever they do, and gaining the proficiency, they gaining the recognition in what they are doing is the competency. So once they become, they want always, they try to become a very competent in whatever they do. That makes them motivated. Next one, attitude motivation. This drives an individual to change other people's perceptions or thoughts. Attitude motivated people seek to enhance their interaction with other people by improving social engagement. It focuses on making people around you feel better about you and themselves. This is individuals to change other people perception or thoughts. That is attitude motivation. They always try to change the other people, and by them enhancing their interaction with other people and social engagements. So that is called attitude motivation. Then expectancy motivation. This psychological theory points out that individuals are motivated by the expectation of a desired result of certain efforts. It measures the degree to which the reward of a particular action motivates you to pursue the achievement of that goal. Based on your belief, you can receive the reward. The focus of this motivation that you should select activities in which you are certain of achieving the desired result. Expectancy motivation, the expectancy of yourself, the expectancy of what you want to become, the expectancy of what other people are think of, and that pushes you to achieve the goals. That is expectancy motivation. With this, I end this topic. In this session, we learned something about meaning of motivation, definition of motivation, features of motivation, and types of motivation. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.